Alright, let me just do this thing. Nope, I think that should be... Just want to make sure I'm loud enough for you guys to hear me. There we go, alright. Wait, that might be a little too much. It'll be fine. Okay, let me know if my voice sounds distorted. But hello guys, welcome back. Well, welcome to the first live stream on this channel. So this is going to be me trying to dissect your games live, and also since I can't, this is a live stream and I can't get my little avatar to pop up here, you get me today. It's me. This is what I look like. For those of you guys who are former Curious Swimmer videos, or Curious Swimmer viewers, you are very familiar with this face. But if you just came here on the Curious Dev, then you have no idea what I look like. So you get me for this live stream, which is, I'm going to make myself a little smaller. So how this will work is, in case you did not read the description, is that there's a score system in this stream, and that I will go through some of your guys' games, and it's based on how accurate I am and how long it takes me to dissect it. I'll be using a stopwatch to figure that out, and then I'll poll the creator to see how well I did. So first of all, let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's go ahead and get this started. Who wants to be the first brave person to put their game link in the chat? Well, there's only 3 of you, so if no one puts anything, then I'm just gonna... Yeah, you can put a game, but if you put a game that's not yours, I'm gonna pull the whole chat. Okay, let's see. But while I wait, let's see. We got, let's read some chat messages. Mom, get the popcorn. The popcorn is very much necessary for this live stream. I hope he enjoys my game. This is from Lancer. I hope he enjoys my game, although he said for me to not read his name in the past, but I don't want you to sound like your chat messages are coming from the ether, my dude. He's also the guy who's screaming, Mom, get the camera. Put him says, cannot wait. Yes, you cannot wait. This is going to be the greatest live stream ever. It's apparently 1 a.m. for you. Where do you live? I guess maybe in Australia it's 1 a.m. right now. But it's almost time for lunch. Isn't it 1 a.m. for you, Put him? Who has lunch at 1 in the morning? Okay, Sir Bloxley has one. You just gotta put the link in the chat. That's really the only way I can get it. Yeah, please go, Lancer. What are you waiting on, my dude? Put the link in the chat. That is the only way I can get into your game. Wait, hold on a minute. Give me a minute. I think I gotta do it this way. I'm looking at all the live chat messages. Can you not send links? Okay, alright. This is an emergency procedure. So what I'm going to do, I think for some reason, I should be able to see it. I should be able to see it. Because I'm the creator, I should be able to see all the messages. So, which is weird that I'm not able to see it. Okay, there's a place ID. Okay, let's try that. I was gonna put my Discord server link in the chat, but that works too. So let's do that. And also, ignore my dark face. I've never had a studio light. I should probably get one. So I just click A, experience, as they call it. I'm just gonna... Alright, find a needle in a haystack. Okay, alright. As soon as I click play, the timer starts. Also invited Awesome to join the stream, although it's 9 a.m. here. I don't know if she's going to do it. Alright, starting in 3, 2, well, I'll start when the game actually loads, because it's kind of hard to dissect the game you can't actually see. Also, Discord, go away. There you go. Okay, timer starts now. We got an annoying moth that appears to have an animation. We have another moth right here. But let me actually play the... Okay. Oh, wait, no, you're a person. You're an actual person. I thought you were an NPC. Okay, I thought you were an NPC. Okay. Cool sound. Alright. Did I turn the audio down? No, I did not. I just blasted your guys' ears with the flashlight sound. Okay, so... Well, I found the needle in the haystack. Are there multiple needles I need to find? Oh, yes, there are multiple needles I need to find. What is happening with these needles? Which I'm intentionally not looking at the live chat. So, well, I mean, it isn't like anyone who's not Lancer is going to know. And Lancer is not going to tell me because I'm supposed to figure this out myself. How I would look at the live chat on Curious Swimmer streams is I'd have the stream open on my phone. I'm cutting into my time to do this, but it's fine. It's okay. It isn't like I'm losing points as we speak. So I can actually see all your guys' beautiful message. Look for a gold needle. It's by the corner. Yeah, that's what. By the way, that guy is me. Yeah, I figured that out. Why are you an annoying... Okay, you did it. Okay. Okay, I gotta get my conclusion out of the way, and I gotta do this quickly. So, I'm gonna go on a whim and say, so that is a... I didn't teleport between a place, so that first hay bale had a touch strip Roblox script signal attached to it, and it changed the C frame of my character's primary part to end up here. The Knott's golden needles. Oh, there's needle points. Okay, that means leader stats are getting involved here. So whenever I touch a needle, that's another Roblox or another touch Roblox script signal that adds to the integer value called needle points as in the leader stats, and then and the leader stats would be created in the first place using a script in the server script service. That's probably called game script or something like that. Now, as far as this needle's value, I think, also read my chat. Gold needle? Yes. First person to find the needle. Oh, you should make it a competition game. It does not seem to be that way, though. Okay. Okay, so for gold needle, it just adds to a different leader stat value. Or I should say different integer value in the leader stat. See, this is live. There's no script. There's no editing. So bear with me. And also the sounds. There are sound objects in Roblox. And then, of course, that same Roblox script signal that's adding to the values in the leader stats is also playing the sound. And also there's no code to make the GUI go away automatically, which is why we have to reset. Now, as for this moth dude right here, that's just a rig. This is a rig, but it's small. Kind of like Awesome. If she's watching this, I'm not sorry. I don't know. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I don't know. I think I've talked about... I don't think I'm really missing anything major. So, I think I'm going to say that I'm done. That is my final dissection at 4 minutes and 5 seconds. So now what we need is I need the final opinion from Lancer. You need to give me a rating out of 10 on how accurate I was. No decimal places. Okay, so he gave it 10. That means that, so let's do the formula, which I have in the description if you are suspicious that I am pulling this out of my butt. I am not. This is well planned. That's 10,000 divided by, I think it's the amount of minutes it took me to dissect it, plus 1. So it's 10,000 divided by I'm going to say it's basically 4 minutes. So 10,000 divided by 5 times 2 for the rating. That is 4,000 points for this round. So let me just open up a notepad. Hopefully I didn't write anything funny the last time I had notepad open. So, well, there's this lyrics thing, which is fine. I can close. Don't save. Okay. Maybe Notepad wasn't the best choice. Notepad plus plus. Notepad plus plus I can always trust. Because the worst thing I can see on that is a script I opened. Okay. I wrote something in German. I don't have the energy to see what that says. Okay, so we got 4,000 for the first round. And then, all right, so let's see what our next game is. Live stream. Okay, so Putum, you are up next. All right. Wait, no, Sir Bloxley, who was... Okay, we'll do Sir Bloxley and then Putum, because Putum doesn't even have a game of his own. So Sir Bloxley, we'll do yours. Something tells me we're going to run out of games to do here very quickly. So I'm going to do that. Don't press it. Okay, all right, let me reset the stopwatch. And as soon as the game loads, the time starts. Yeah, I didn't take into account how difficult the game would be to dissect and how that should affect the score. Maybe I can do that next time. So what was the score? What was the threshold I gave? I gave a certain goal of score I need to get in order to do the... Oh, it's 5,000. If I score more than 5,000 points, it's equal to the war crime, so it'll be the first video I make after the stream. Oh, the game's loaded. Okay, timer starts. Okay, so we got... I can play without pressing the play button. I mean, hey, I've coded GUI like that before. Okay, so it's the similar deal to last time. We got coin objects that have touch script signals attached to them that add values to the leaders to a value in the leader stats folder, which that leader stats folder is created by a script in the server script service. This minutes value right here, that is all being tracked by probably a separate script in the server script service. As that, I think that would probably be better for organization's sake. That ticks up by 1 every 60 seconds. It's just a while true loop. While true do, add 1 to his leader stats value, wait for 60 seconds. Now, do these coins, oh, they do respawn. So these coins, how they probably work is that they are apart with a probably a mesh attached to them, and when you touch them, the mesh becomes invisible and the part becomes unresponsive. And I think how you would do that is probably using a bool value in the part that switches between true and false, with false being it can't count it can't count your points, true being it can. It's like a debounce, which what a debounce is for those of you guys who don't know, which yes, I am sacrificing my score to educate y'all. Thank you very much. For those of you who don't know, although I think all you guys who are watching a stream are probably like, yawn, but why do you start watching me in the first place? It's a debounce is like a cooldown, pretty much. That's what a debounce is, to make sure you can't just grind points off of an invisible coin. That's pretty much how the coins work. Now let's see what happens when I press the button. What can I say? I must have... Oh, and then it's gone. Okay, that's going to be fun. Okay, so when I press this button, that's a proximity prompt. Which if you don't know what a proximity prompt is, it's this. And then I press this button. It's different every time? Okay, alright. Okay, cool. Okay. What's been going on in life as I just repetitively get killed by the neighbor? Oh, ha, dumb idiot. Can't do nothing right. Get stuck on that button. Stupid, walk to part. Oh. Stupid walk to function. Can't even figure out how to get around the stupid button. Okay. Okay, well, I know how the neighbor's AI works, that's for sure. That's using the walk to function on the humanoid. The walk to where my character's primary part C-frame is. So let's see what's next. I've heard this song before. I don't know if it'll get my video claimed, but regardless of the case, it's very relaxing. And also I say that like I didn't put Chamber of Reflection by Mac DeArthur on one of my videos. I play on a laptop, so I gotta fix it on PC. Well, I'm playing on a laptop as well. Okay. Well, I'm dead. I've died multiple times. What can I say? Oh, and it's gone. So I think, is it just on a timer? It's probably just on a timer. So if I press this, oh, it's a neighbor again. Hi. Get stuck on the sign, doofus. What's in this house? I feel like I'm missing something. No, get away from me. You should have died in like 2017. Why are you still here? I tried to juke him. Well. Well, now he's lost. Yeah, I think it's just a timer. Okay. There is that island over there. It looks like it's from Workout Pizza Place, isn't it? Or at least it's sort of in the style of it. But I think I'm gonna propose my concluding thoughts. So, for everything I haven't talked about yet, as for the guns, the police shooting me, that was probably just ray tracing, but it's just the bullets weren't actually shown. I don't think. Well, oh, I'm actually sort of torn on that one. Because you could just subtract the health from me. Let's see if I can get that again. No, it's this one. Okay, I'm just going to guess. If it's a less than a 10 out of 10, it's fine. So, because I'm trying to do speed and accuracy. So, if the police were actually shooting me, which they might have been, this is probably just a ray tracing script, which you can look up how to do that pretty easily on YouTube. And then for each of the events, it's models. It's like normal elevators. So each of these is a model with all the parts in it that are in the server storage. And then they're copied out of the server storage whenever I press the button. And it's picked randomly based on we're using math.random, and each number math.random can pull is associated with each of these random events that can happen, which I think there are 3, unless there's one I haven't seen. Neighbors AI I already explained. I don't feel the need to talk about that again. Okay, I think that is my conclusion right there. So that is 6 minutes and 45 seconds. Definitely a little bit harder than Lancer's game. All right, see. I don't know. How close was I? There's a GUI. Well, too late. I already stopped the timer. So, that was my oopsie daisy. I got a little too concerned about speed there, but I stopped the timer, so I can't go back on that. Okay, 10 out of 10, sure. I think I'm gonna do an 8 out of 10 just because I missed a GUI. So so let's see what that'd be. That'd be 10,000 divided by. Just because I think I missed actually 2 parts of GLI, both the start and the finish. So that was 6 minutes and 46 seconds. That's like that'd be like 6.75 times 1.6 for an 8 out of 10. That's still 2,370 points. Or does that round up to 2,371? No, that's 2,370 points. I think I already have enough points to warrant another warrant a sequel to the Roblox War Crimes video. I think I got like 13 events in there. You really got 13? I think I would have seen some other ones. But who wants to go next? I think we need at least 3 rounds for this. Of course, more would be good. It's random. Well, maybe we just got unlucky. Yes, indeed, it's very random. All right, put him. Let's see what you got. But yeah, apparently there's this new ranking thing. You can see how true of a Curious Death fan you are. Okay, you just gotta copy the place ID in because for whatever reason it won't let you put links in. So the place ID is this number in the URL. It's called Cookies Chaotic Mess. Right, Cookies Chaotic Mess. Let's see. And experiences. Yeah, you're just gonna need to send me the place ID because I ain't finding it. I don't have the place ID. What do you mean you don't have the place ID? If you don't have the place ID, we can't do it. The place ID would be this number in the URL. Oh wait, I know there's a bug in my where you can press the button so fast that 4 events load in, but I don't know how to fix that. I guess while we wait for Putum, let's try that. This is a bonus round. Let me see if I can try and do that. Now that you say that, I'm going to try and intentionally trigger the bug. What have you done? Also, this only has 20 place visits. Alright, watch this GUI slowly syncs. So if I just walked up to here and then like... Wait, did I do it? Wait. No! No! We got the neighbor and the police. No. No. This is ridiculous. Okay, I can get the neighbor stuck in the wall. Yep. Okay. Okay. Muhammad says, "Can you select my game next?" Since it doesn't seem like Putum can get the place ID. Yes, you can go, Muhammad. You just gotta put the place ID because for some reason it doesn't let you put links. What? Oh, Taco Bell. Of course. What is this thing? It's a Taco Bell man. What is your face? You don't have a face. Oh, and you're gone. Okay. Okay, I think we're getting plenty of people doing games here. You can't do your game name. I'll try to search your game name, but chances are I'm probably not gonna be able to find it. For you to join, you have to have me playing since the lobby system is nil. Yeah, Lancer doing all the important work. What's his username? What is his username? I'm not an omnipotent being. I can't. Like, if I don't know his username. Answer, I will try to do that. Wait, what? Use a demount to make so that when you press the button, as long as there is an event in workspace with proximity prompt isn't enabled. Yeah, that would probably prevent you from doing this. What, we got Baldi's Basics, a Tornado, and Cool Kid? What the heck? This is insanity. This should be a feature. You should make this like an actual intended feature in the game. Yeah, I'm afraid like my microphone is gonna pick up. What am I even taking damage from? Okay, I think I've had enough of this. Okay, I guess I'll try searching for Eurovision Voting Simulator. Eurovision Voting Simulator. It seems unique, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find. Server size. Okay, this seems too good. This has 400,000 place visits. I'm having trouble believing that this is actually your game. So this is you, huh? Wait, no. Eurovision Voting Simulator is not Muhammad's game. Someone by the name of Hi is claiming that they own Eurovision Voting Simulator, but I'm not buying it. So, especially since the guy who apparently owns Eurovision Voting Simulator. Let me look at your channel, because the game actually has to be yours. Yeah, something tells you you'd have more than 34 subscribers if your game had 397,000 place visits. The math ain't mathin'. Wait a minute. Hiset's Muhammad's? What the? Is. Oh. I can prove Simon Smock is my account. No, I said that is my game. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I'll try to dissect it. I might do a council vote on this. But I am an American, so I don't know how much relevance this is really going to hold for me. Enter the number of points you want to give, then click on a country. Okay. What shall we do? I'm gonna do Germany. What? Oh. We'll do, I don't know, 700. It's broken. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Well, why is it... If it's Eurovision Voting Simulator... I don't know how Eurovision works, okay? Okay, I gave 700 points to Germany. Okay, if you type in a number... If you type in a number greater than 1,000, it just says that. Okay, I accidentally gave 1,000 points to Denmark. Okay. The country list is to add remove countries. Okay. I think this is I's game. I had a little trouble believing you at first, but even if it's not your game, I didn't get Ireland on here. Come on, I'm insulting my ancestors with that one. 506 for Ireland. Sure. Okay. This game. Wait, did I start the timer? We'll just add a minute after we're done. Okay, I just started the timer. I'll just add a minute. Oh boy. Okay, this is gonna be fun. So, so this deal right here is probably a tween service right here. Make the United Kingdom fly in or delete Denmark from existence. Oh crap! I took all of Denmark's points away. Sorry. Can I give a country more than 1,000 points if I do it? If I do this? Oh, they can't have 2,000 points. Oh, I think I broke it. 3,000. Okay, all right, that's cool. That's good to know. I don't know why I'm giving Denmark specifically so many points. Especially since poor Czechia, I probably completely pronounced that wrong, has no points. Well, now it has 1,000. Have fun. Finland deserves points too. But point is that basically how the game works. Now, as for the purpose of this game existing, that's for the European viewers to find out, but that's not why I'm here. So there's probably a... I have to do this live. That's what makes this hard. There's probably some sort of list, but I need to explain exactly what that list is. Is that probably in the GUI, there are elements. Is that this is probably like a thing. How do I explain? It's like you have a stock tab that's like this with the image that where the flag will go, and then this is a text box, and this is a text box for a score, and this is a texture behind it, probably in the form of a frame. So this whole thing is probably one object that's just copy and pasted. Whenever I click on a button, and the button has and the button probably uses a module script to take the information for that country, such as the flag and the name, and to put it on this list. Like with good old Cyprus here and Czechia, which I did earlier. I'm probably angering so many of my EU viewers right now. It's fine, but so and then as for the numbers, those would probably be kept as integer values in each of the individual GUI elements, and then a script is used, and probably another part of that same module script, it probably has a function that takes the number I type in here, like 21. I'm going to stop giving points to Denmark. It has too many. To add that amount of points to the integer value and then update it. And then that value change is also done using tween service, because tween service can be used on all sorts of different stuff, not just moving stuff in and out, but also, oh, I did not mean to do that, but sure, Bosnia. Oh my God, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna insult myself on stream. But tween service can also be used to make gradual changes in numbers. What happens if I type? Oh, I can't type not numbers in here. I was gonna try and type -10, but no, I cannot give Ireland -10 points. But that same tween service can be used to gradually make the number change as well in the integer value, and then have it update on the server or update on the GUI, which shows to the player. So let's see if there's anything I'm really missing. And also, like this toggle right here, there's probably a bool value for each of these buttons that determines if it's around or not. If it's being switched to true when you click it. Like if you click it, it'll check if it's true, and if it is, it'll copy this template thing, which is probably in the replicated storage, not the server storage because it's a GUI element, and then copies flag over, and then if it's false and I click it, then it just deletes it. How does that work exactly? Probably scripting magic. It like saves the value as a value in the script or something. Because I have to do this quickly, so I can't spend half an hour pondering how it works, and that would not be entertaining to watch. Spelling and pronouncing Herzegovina is easy. Herzegovina. How is I having so much trouble that? Well, you spelled it differently. Well, it would probably be pronounced the same way. Herzegovina. How was I having so much trouble with that earlier? Anyways, I'm probably still pronouncing it wrong. But So is there anything I'm really missing? I think that's about it. I don't really know if you do much else with this. Just to make up for the insults I've done to Bosnia and Herzegovina, I'm just gonna give you 1,000 points. Have fun with that. You're up there with Finland now. It's not Govnia, it's Govnia. It's not Govnia, it's Govnia. It's the same word. Herzegovina. Herzegovina? Give 12 points. What is that? What? Again, I'm not European, so I don't know. But what? Now, as for how that works, which you saved me high. Let me try doing it again. That's another tween service to move the text in and out, and that text object is probably just so you don't have to define it all in the script. That's probably also in the not server storage, replicated storage, and that's copied onto the GUI element and tweened across the screen. A lot of tween service usage is going on here, which of course is pretty common in games like this. Why is Pakistan on here? Japan? Isn't Japan in Asia? Why is the United States here? Why is the United States here? Is Eurovision not just Europe? Am I missing something? We got Wales. Well, Wales is part of the UK, so that makes sense. Isn't UK not part of the EU anymore? Australia's on here. No, this is not right. Libya is on here. I'm pretty sure Libya is in Africa, not Europe. China. Yes, China is on Eurovision. What's next? Is Canada going to be on here? Do you have Canada on here? I'm pretty sure these are in alphabetical order, but no, they're not. Why McKinder not in alphabetical order? Why is Libya on here? Okay. Brazil, we got Brazil. I'm pretty sure Brazil is not in Europe. I think that's in South America. But you have a search bar. There is no Canada. I don't think there's Mexico either. Wait, no, we do have Mexico. Okay, but the search bar, I'm just going to skip that and take the L because I don't know how search algorithms work. But let's see. Is there anything else I'm really missing? I think I've done everything unless there's some secret other. If he has green hair, okay. Wait, this is the wrong game. Give me a minute. No, I want Eurovision voting simulator. Okay, I'm going to pause the timer. This doesn't count. I'm not working on a dissection. Okay. Yep, you have green hair now. This is the dude. All right, you made this. Impressive, I will say. So, okay, timer starting again. So I think I've done everything. All right, that's my final section. That timer says 8 minutes and 34 seconds, but I said I was going to add a minute because I forgot to start it. So that brings the total time up to 9 minutes and 34 seconds. Now we need okay, camera. Okay, never mind. I didn't stop it for long enough. Okay, we were continuing to go. Camera mode. Okay, that's easy. This is tweens out of the way, and then this UI element using tween service fades out of existence, which I think you can do. I think there's visibility elements in GUI that you can tween in and out, and then because all this is probably part of a frame, all this is part of a frame, and then of course the UI list object, which I have never explained one of these in my videos, but a UI list object is used to make a list easily like this without having to manually figure out where each thing goes. This is part of a frame, so it can all be faded out of existence and faded back into existence at once, and it can all be moved as one thing. And then the camera button just fades this part, which is also a frame, in and out at once. There. That's my dissection at 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's see how well I did. You did not use a UI list layout. You did all this with math. Why would you do that? But, you actually hard code all that in. That is dedication. But I need my rating from high to see what this score will be multiplied by. Well, you would be able to tween if you had it all part of a frame. You could tween the frame. Maybe something to think about in the future. But I'm done. I just need my rating from you. So just in case you didn't come here until later, you would give a number from 0 to 10. Yeah, okay, no decimal places, so I'm going to round that up to 7 because 6.5 rounds up to 7. So that would be a 1.4 times multiplication. So let's see, we got 10,000 divided by 10.5 minutes. So 10.5 multiplied by 1.4. That gives 1,333 points for this round. Okay, all right, let's see what we got next. I think I'm currently at, all right, this is what happens when you let a choir kid start a live stream. All right, 4,000 plus 2,370. No, not that. 4,000 plus 2,370. What am I doing? 4,000 plus 2,370. I don't think I screwed up my keyboard layout. Plus 1,333. That is 7,703 points. Definitely more than enough to get another dissection. Not another dissection video. Yo, it's my turn. Okay. Yes. Putum has been waiting quite patiently. So Putum, you can go, and then Muhammad, you'll be next. Putum has been waiting very patiently. But Putum, you got to be able... Oh, okay. My friend's username is Bite the Cookie and check his creation. Okay, let's see if I can find him. All right. Bite the Cookie. All right. Enter. Okay, this is the dude. Bite the Cookie. King's Chariot. Cookies Fighting Arena. That seems like... Oh, well, there's his SCP game. Cookies Chaotic Mess. That was it. All right. Fight other players while being chased by hundreds of enemies. Fighting enemies is entirely optional. Okay. I could fight them with cannons, supposedly. Spawn in, wait 20 seconds, and use the gears you received to fight and be the last one standing. Oh, we got badges here as well. I think I might try and go for some bonus points by trying to explain how each of these badges work. But I cannot start explaining badges until timer starts, so you gotta wait patiently. Oh, if you want to know about people making fake accounts under your name, Lancer, before I even started my YouTube channel, like not even this one, Curious Swimmer. Before I started Curious Swimmer, there were 2 fake Curious Swimmer accounts that I did not own. But of course, after I started Curious Swimmer, I got like 4,000 subscribers on that channel. So of course, there are going to be a lot of copycats. Okay, round starts in. The enemies ain't supposed to be here. Are they paper? Who's paper? I guess I'm getting. I can't really call it stream sniping, but this animation is something else. Okay, all right. Start. Timer starts now. Okay, so this animation is just an animation. Now, as for the camera movement, there are certain properties of the camera. So the camera, just like any other object, has a C frame. Love how you're trying to get me to lose time on that obnoxious noise, but wait, hold up. Okay, let me just play the game first, and then I'll try to dissect it. Why did the airdrop crate? Oh, wait. Oh. Coin flip. What am I meant to do with this? Oh, wait. Oh, I have a sword. I have a sword. I just got freaking evaporated. No, that is not fair. But, stream lag. Yeah, I mean, hold up. How's the stream even doing? Standing at a solid 5,000 kilobits per second. That seems fine by me. But Jerry. Oh. And he's gone. Jerry's an NPC. I do not see him in the player list. Okay, now, as for... Okay, alright. Okay, this is going to be a fun one to do. Okay, now I gotta survive. Okay, so just need to, like, not get in contact with these zombies. Coolio. So, I guess while I wait to survive, since this is based on speed as well, now as for the camera, I was going to finish that, but I got interrupted by obnoxious music. So the camera has C-frame properties just like any other part, and it can be rotated using scripts. And this is probably being rotated using a tween service since it's happening so smoothly. Otherwise, it'd be very all over the place. Why are you coming up here? Wait, what? Why are there beams of death being emitted through the parts? Anyways, that's also going to be fun to explain as well. But, yeah, that's pretty much how the camera works based on the direction the player is moving. There's zombies coming up here. Wait, what is this? I don't even know what this thing is. Die. That doesn't seem to be doing much. But, as for the zombies, they very clearly do not use a simple move too. They probably use something called the pathfinding service, which I don't know a lot about. But the pathfinding service, oh my god, the stream is doing something to my internet. But, okay, my internet is like imploding in on itself. But, but the zombies use something called the pathfinding service so that they can actually avoid walls and go up steps in order to get to you. I think it's the same thing that's used like if I were to really commit a crime here. Switch a move mode to the keyboard plus mouse is very normal. Click the move. Never mind. It doesn't do anything. Wait. What? But, so as for how the weapons work, I'm going to go on a whim and assume they're not toolbox models, although they probably are. What? No, that ain't fair. No, you get flung for that. That ain't fair. That is ridiculous. But the weapons, they probably, tools have a function called activated. Go away, Jerry. You killed me last time. But tools have a function called activated that runs a set of code whenever you left click with the tool equipped. And of course, this is going to include moving the tool down or dealing damage to anyone around you, including these god-awful zombies. Okay. Alright, so, what am I missing? Okay, so for how the tools themselves work. So the tools are, I've explained this probably at least 1,000 times in my dissections videos, but if I don't explain it now, I'm going to lose points for it, is that the tools are stored in the server script service in a special folder. Now there is a shop that I will look at after this round. I might just die because again, I'm running on time here. Just kill me, please. I will lose, but that's fine. Oh, I can slide. I did not know I could do this. Okay, that's going to be fun to do. So this is an animation as well, but the difference with this is that it actually, I believe it probably uses a vector 3. Probably something of that sort. And if it doesn't, it probably uses it in the background with a different function that's built into Roblox to make this happen, to slide you forward at a slightly faster speed. Oh, we got Minecraft now. We got the Minecraft map. Now it's for his shop. How does the shop work? How do I access the shop? I'm missing something. What's your opinion on As We're Running Over Deaths? I've not played As We're Running Over Deaths, so I don't know. Oh, I got Ghostwalker. What does this do? Oh, I can still get hit. That's good to know. Got a villager in there. Ah! Now they can clearly still see me. Wait, hold up. I can jump higher than I normally can, I think. Oh my god, how does that work? Okay, that's... It like changes the gravity just for you. Maybe how it works is it's changing the workspace gravity using a local script. I have not tried doing that on a game, but something tells me that that could do something like that. If you change the workspace gravity using a local script. Oh, it isn't a game. Look it up on YouTube. Well, I can't do that right now. I'm being timed for how quickly I can dissect this. So as for the weapons, I don't even know how this works, so I'm just gonna skip it. But wait. Oh wait, it's a sword too. Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm a goner if I go down there though. I just saw shell this guy's zombie as well. That's cool. Okay, so I got the zombie pathfinding down. How does zombies spawn in the first place? They're in the server storage, and there's probably there's probably multiple parts scattered around the map where zombies can spawn in, and then a script probably in server script service uses that to spawn the copy zombies from the server storage and place them in the game. Oh, it's a sudden death round? What happens if no one dies in a sudden death round? I will say though, you guys are putting in some pretty difficult games. I will say that. This is normally the kind of game that I have to spend like several hours writing out the script for. But yeah, I'm having to like whip together this section in 10 minutes. Now as for how the different events work, I have not tried dissecting a natural disaster survival game, which I should at some point. But now, as for the event system, it's probably a loop that is ran in a script in the server script service, probably a primary game script. And of course, a timer is started. Now, how exactly does that timer work? I don't know. Oh my god, let's not fall out of the map. That'd be a horrible way to go. But I want to see what happens if I run out the sudden death timer. Oh, guess we both win. Everyone wins. So, now the events are tracked by using, in the primary script, are probably tracked using wait functions that go between different things that run different functions in a module script to better organize the code. And of course, those functions in the module script, when the round actually starts, that's when it loads the map, which is copied from the server storage into a special place, and it copies all the zombies in and does everything I said it was mentioning previously. Now, the only thing I've not... oh, the loot crates. The loot crates. So, loot crates, those have a proximity prompt on them, if I remember correctly. Although, okay, yeah. Like, can I just walk up this so I can see? Okay, it is a proximity prompt. And, of course, it gives you a random tool, which I don't need to feel the need to say for the 50,000th time. That is copied from the server storage. We all know that. So that's the loot crate. You do a proximity prompt. Once you press it, copy something from server storage, and the crate's destroyed. That's pretty simple. And then you can pull what player activated the proximity prompt using the activate function that is part of it. Now, as for the background music, I don't think this is something I really touched on. I might have touched on it in my normal elevator video, but how you would do background music in a way that, oh, I won, cool. So how you would do something like that is that you would use a local script to create a sound in the player's character, and then you would have it every once in a while, and then every time the game starts, which of course there's probably a remote event in the module script functions that say start the background music for this round, and then of course it picks a random song and then copies the sound ID into the sound in the player's character, which of course sound IDs are stored in sounds that are actually in the sound service for the game. But of course playing the sounds directly from the sound service would cause a lot of problems. Because of course, like, what if someone joins while a round is running? Then it would cause problems because players would be hearing different music. Well, it would be trying to play the same music, and that can cause issues. Although I guess doing it where all players are hearing the same thing could also work. But I'm going to stick on my first theory. Okay, that just ain't fair. That's ridiculous. Wait, I'm the only one left. I'm fighting against myself. Now, as for, I think if there were more people, how it would probably track who's still alive is that it would say, it would pull an array of all the players, and once a player dies, it removes from that array until eventually there's only one player left. If it removes from the array, there's an if statement that checks if there's only one value in the array, which I think there's a specific function or a specific line of code you can do to check how many values are in an array. Probably like if players alive 2 equals nil, then end the round. Okay, how am I doing on time? Because of course, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. There's still this shop I haven't. You know, I'm gonna see if I can find this shop. Trails. Okay, found it. Ragdoll, Dust Poof, Minecraft Boom, Death Effect. Oh, this is Death Effects. So that's how the tokens work. Don't have enough time to explain that. Because of course I get penalized the more time I take to dissect the game. Although I do kind of need to figure out how the death effects work in order to be able to actually explain how they work, which I do want to try doing. Alright, Lancer is leaving us for now. That is cool. We got some more people here to join on the show. The greatest show ever, where I try and slap together dissections for games as quickly as possible while you all anxiously watch. Now I need tools, because I think my theory, I'm thinking that, okay, what is this? Is this a minigun? Yo, get wrecked. That's a reload. Bro, this gun does nothing. What are you telling me? How do I even get rid of these guys? These zombies are too strong. Like, do I have to survive the whole round to win? Probably. Okay, I didn't even... Venom Shark. Oh, I'm a goner if I use that. Get wrecked. So my theory is that I would get tokens whenever I kill the dude. And this is slowly starting to become a gaming stream and not a section stream. Yep, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm not getting any more tokens, and it's not worth the time penalty, so I'm going to skip the shop part. Or, well, the shop part, how it would probably work, I'm just going to guess, is that you would click a button, and then it uses a remote event to tell the server this thing was bought, subtract these tokens from the player's account, if they have enough, and make that the death effect, or the trail, which, of course, I've seen trails in other games, so I'm pretty sure how you would do that. I've never tried coding a trail before, but I'm pretty sure how you would do that is you would have parts that are copied that are anchored and don't have collisions, and they are just constantly copy where the player is, and it's happening so fast it looks like a trail. So I think I'm doing it. I think that's my final section right there. So that brings us to 15 minutes and 48 seconds. So who submitted this one? I think it's Putum that did. Although it wasn't your friend's, it wasn't your game, it was your friend's game. So we're gonna need a council on this. I think if I go into the live control panel, I think I can start a poll. So I don't know how many options I can do. 1, 2. I can only do up to 4. So if you vote 1, or I'll just put the score multipliers in here. So I'm going to do 0.5, 1, 1.5, and then 2. Whichever one gets more votes is whatever the score for this round will be multiplied by. All right, start poll. So there are 5 people here. Okay, we already got. Oh, we're getting some bait. All right, so you guys think I nailed on the head. Oh, Lancer is not leaving us. Never. I guess not, because I think the message that was retracted was. Okay. Oh, it's a tie between 1.5 and 2. All right, put him where you want. If it's between 1.5 and 2, I'm gonna put him cast a tie-breaking vote. I don't care if you already voted. Put him. You get another vote. If it is a tie, which it looks like it's going to be. So, all right, put him. What will it be? Since you're the one who submitted it. All right, put him votes 2. The gavel is struck. So let's do the math on this one. 10,000 divided by, it took me 15 minutes and 48 seconds to do that, so that's 15.75. Multiplied by 2 gives us 1,269 points for that round. I think I can do one more, and then I will have to call it. Muhammad, I was going to do your game. That's right. Let's see. Thank you for waiting very patiently. Muhammad, are you still with us? Has he left? Okay, all right, he's still here. Did I put in the place ID right? Okay, all right. There might be more than meets the eye here. Who knows? It just looks like a starter place, but you don't know. Am I literally just about to dissect the starter place? Is that what's going to happen? Am I just going to dissect the starter place? Yeah. All right. I guess timer starts now. This is my dissection. This is the starter place. You can take it from Roblox Studio and put it in here. That is how you dissected it. My dissection is done. 12 seconds. All right, let's see the rating. All right, wrong game. Wait, okay. Wait, that was the wrong. Oh, okay. All right, that was the wrong game. That. I don't know how you managed this. Yeah, I mean. Okay, all right, that round won't count. Wait, what? Well, I'm sorry? Why is it 404ing now? Wait for me. Never mind. Okay, all right. So Muhammad, do you have a game you want to submit? Okay, all right, let's try this one. Okay, that round doesn't count. Okay, Box's Basement. Okay, I'm going to reset the timer. All right. Oh, I forgot to close Roblox previously. No, back in ye olden days, that would cause a lot of problems. Okay, timer starts now. Let me have the chat open so I can see you guys' beautiful messages. When will there be another live stream, by the way? Maybe this should become another regular thing I do. Just dissect games live. Buy something or we will sell you for $1. Shop guy that has an uncanny resemblance to Roblox. Okay. All right, this is the right game, right? This is a game you want to submit? Okay, all right. So you can do this with something called the chat service. The chat service allows NPCs to say stuff in chat like this right here. And of course, this is just probably done using a while true loop that has a delay that picks from an array of different string values that are chatted in that array, and then the value of that array is picked using math.random. Now as for this is spawn location. I don't feel the need to... Wait, are you realizing this is the wrong game again? Okay, I think that's my dissection. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh. I'm going to count this as a new game, which means the timer starts over. So is this the game you want dissected? This is your last chance. Muhammad, I think your internet needs to be fixed, buddy. Okay. Timer is resetting because that last game was irrelevant. Okay. All right, so now the timer started. We got an iPad. Every Gen Alphas, okay, I can order food. This is, and it's in my inventory, okay. That's approximately prompt. No crap, Sherlock. You thought I was going to say the S word, weren't you? Come on, you guys know I don't swear here. Oh, fill bowl. Can I? Okay, what happens if I don't have it equipped? Oh, it just takes out my inventory anyways. This is the food factory, probably. We go here. Okay, that door goes nowhere. What are you saying in chat? And there is a firing system? What does that even mean? Oh, this GUI is... Wait, it only lets you order food once. Okay, can't enter. Okay, all right. So let me just go through how this works, try to get a good score. So how to order food works is if you open and close the iPad, food, and click order food. It uses a remote event since the GUI only interacts on the client. It uses a remote event to copy the food tool from the server storage into the player's inventory, because there's another script on the server side that is listening for a remote event to copy food into the player's inventory, although it only lets you do it once for some reason. That's a little strange, but it copies the food into the player's inventory, and when I press this proximity prompt right here, another if statement is used to see if there is a child named food either in the player's hand or in the player's, or I should say character, that's more accurate, inside the character or inside the player's backpack. And if it does, then it fills the bowl, and if not, the if statement will not go through and nothing will happen. Now, as for how these doors work, this is just a proximity prompt, and when it's activated, the door, its transparency is set to 1, and the collisions are disabled for 2 seconds, and then after those 2 seconds are over, also the proximity prompt is deactivated, and then after 2 seconds, I need to fire us. I don't even know what that means, and I'm not letting you teleport me to another game. This dissection is final. And after you open the door, the proximity prompt is deactivated, and then a wait function is used, and after that wait function's over, it makes the door visible, re-enables collisions, and reactivates the proximity prompt. Okay, that is my dissection at just under 3 minutes. All right, Muhammad. What is your rating? I am not supposed to see this. Did you do that? Okay, now I just use an admin commands. Come on, I Okay, so that is accurate. Okay, so you have to give a rating out of 10. 0 through 10, no decimal places. Okay, 9. That would multiply the score by 1.8. So that'd be, and also I have Roblox open so I can see your chat messages. So that's 10,000 divided by 3 multiplied by 1.8. That is 6,000 points for this round. So I think as a word of advice in the future, if you want to see me suffer, then find first child of what? Find first child of either the character or the player's backpack. That's what I meant. Oh, it only checks for inventory. Well, you should do it for the character as well. Because what might happen, you missed something. Can I get this GUI message away? Cool. Infinite food glitch. Yep. Although I will say I still scored quite high for that. I might need to change the formula for the speed score because it might be a little overpowered. Feed children. Okay. Okay, whatever you say, my dude. Okay, since that was a smaller game, I think we got time for one more. Did someone have one they wanted to do? Yeah, that's right. What was your name? I Make, I believe. I think you had one. No, Juju LaBelge. You had one. This will be the last game of the stream. And then we'll go over the final score. Oh. Well, can't really dissect your game if you won't give me the actual place ID. I'm going to make sure I copy that right. Yep, I guess we're... Okay, Juju LaBelge. Okay, I think that's the game idea that didn't work, wasn't it? Let's just go to this one. I'm gonna copy that right there. Oh, there we go. Okay, sewers. So this will be the last game of the stream. And after this, I'm definitely gonna need a drink of water because I am very thirsty right now. That's what makes it fun. Good luck dissecting this. This might be a 20-minute. Who knows? Although that fighting game took me, I think, 15 minutes. This game contains intense horror elements. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. All right, timer starts now. I have dissected Brookhaven. I have dissected Grow a Garden. And I've done natural disaster survival, normal elevators. So this shouldn't be a problem, right? The only difference is that I had a week to dissect those. This year I have like 20 minutes. Oh. Okay, let me make sure the chat's open. This looks sick. Yep. Okay, so this is like, oh, we got the creator here. 1 player, 2 player, 3 players. This is what people are saying when I guess I'll do 2 players because there's 2 of us here. This is what I'm saying when Roblox's discovery is broken, because I've seen some games that really need more attention in the stream. See, if this channel ever gets a little bigger, by a little bigger, I mean a lot bigger, maybe we can change the face of Roblox forever. Oh, we got like, I don't know how to explain it. The mouse movement is like, it's like ice. It's like you're sliding on ice a little bit. It is not super crisp. The green circle's my health bar. You have limited stamina. I don't even know how to run. Oh, wait. Cam sway and springy camera. Okay. But yeah, I don't know how to describe it through a YouTube video. Press T to unlock mouse. Okay. That's an input service. I know that. Okay, I'm a little... I do not have headphones in, as you can clearly see. Is this a Doors copy? Or inspired by Doors, I should say. This is definitely giving me Doors vibes. You are entering the sewers. Dangers lie beyond this point. Proceed at your own risk. I will say, I definitely see the inspiration from doors here. Something tells you there's going to be a monster that's going to spring out this hallway. Unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. I'm remembering that one time, a long time ago. I did a stream on Curious Swimmer. And it's the channel's 7th anniversary stream. No, it's the 6th anniversary stream. And I played a game called The Maze. It was a horror game, and then the monster came out, and I made a scream unlike anything anyone's ever heard before. This ain't doors, it's toys. Okay, how do I get past this? I guess not. There's no number on that door. Oh, I can sprint. Maybe? Okay, how do I know how much stamina I have? Okay, this is door 3. Oh! Does that mean something? What does that mean? This is a sub room? Okay, water. I'm assuming I don't want to touch it. Okay, room 5. Oh, E. Oh, I can open drawers. Drawers and doors. I have not tried dissecting doors, and I feel like a criminal for not doing that. Like it takes me like a week to make a dissection video, so that's probably why. Oh, I can't jump. I just realized that. Can I get items from here? All right, let me just. Oh, closet. It's good to know I can do that. In case we have a rush coming up at us, or a monster similar to it. Although I heard the lights flicker, or saw the lights flicker. Both saw and heard. Something is going to happen, and I don't know what it is. But I want it to be a surprise. Ominous drawers. Okay, that is not an actual room. That is a sub room. No, it's just a dead end. I won't even call it a sub room. The sublime. Oh! It was Rush. It's Rush's twin, Rush's cousin called Run, because you got to run. Okay, I don't have any lives left. So now am I going to have enough time to go through every single nook and cranny of this game? No, I'm gonna rack up a lot of time penalties if I do that. This is not meant to be a good dissection. It's meant to be a fast one. So let me get started. So as for this, a lot of games sort of do something like this. It's like an elevator area, and once you step in there, there's a part that has an array of the players that step in it. Since each player has a player object, that object can be added to an array, and once there's a certain amount of values in the array, that is dependent on how many players there are, it will teleport the players to the rooms. Now, the rooms, probably similarly to doors, are procedurally generated. Now, as to how you would do that, you would probably have a part at the end of each room, and there's a set of different types of rooms that are stored in the server storage. And after each room is generated, it takes that room and sticks it to the end of that part. And each of the parts are and like there's an invisible part that's a primary part of the room that's stuck to the part that's at the end of the room, if that makes sense. It's a node entity, follows a set path. Oh. That sounds about right in my opinion. So that's the joining system and how the levels are generated. Now, as for the camera movement, I'm just going to skip that. You could explain it to me if you want to. But, so, as for the stamina system, as I touched earlier on input service, you can detect if certain keys are pressed by using input service. And then have certain code run based on which key is pressed, which I think you can actually use functions from input service. It's like input ended and input began. So this would probably be input began. And of course, it just changes the player's walk speed, which is a property in their humanoid. but it sort of tweens it because it takes a little bit. Tween service? Tween service is a very useful service if you want to make a good-looking Roblox game. Why am I moving on my own? Oh, I forgot to turn click to move off. That's why. But now, as for the monsters, I think you hunted on that a little earlier. Node entity. That's probably another pathfinding service, so that way the monsters can actually find their way around walls, which is much easier than trying to use a bunch of humanoid move tos, like I suggested in that one theme park video. But now, as for how the monsters spawn in, there are probably parts in each of the maps that they spawn in the monsters themselves, of which there are probably more than the Rush clone, are in the server storage, and they're copied out of the server storage where they're supposed to spawn. I mean, that's pretty much how doors would work. It's just like, of course, it does. It's of course, if there's like, there's probably more stuff like, like there's different monsters and stuff, but they all sort of work the same way. And of course, I would be incurring a lot of time penalties if I had to jump into the game and actually figure that stuff out. So even though this definitely will not be a 10 out of 10 rating, because I'll probably miss a lot of stuff, but I will do the stuff I can. See, credits, I mean, that's just a frame and a scroll list. It's pretty simple. Donates. That looks like a camera tween. Because as I touched on earlier, the camera can be moved just like anything else, and of course you can move stuff using the tween service. Now these right here, if I click this, for example, I do not have 10,000 Robux, but these are what are known as developer products. So what developer products are is that they're like game passes, but they can be bought multiple times, and they're used for stuff like buying money on tycoon games, or like those games that allow you to nuke everyone. That's how they work. Now, inviting the friends, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what service this is. I don't think it's the friend service. It might be the friend service. I would need to experiment more with that in some of my own games, but I think it's the friend service. Yep. Yeah, YouTube has a system out. Yeah, that's YouTube. I did not. If you're wondering what the chat XP is, I did not do that. Okay. So I think that's my conclusion right there. All right, that's my final dissection. 9 minutes and 54 seconds. I'll round it up to 10 minutes. So who submitted this one? I think it was Julie Lebelge. Okay, Juju LaBelge. 0 through 10, no decimal places. How well did I do? I will check both. I'm looking at both YouTube and Roblox chat. All right, 8. All right. So let's do this. 10,000 divided by 10 multiplied by 1.6. All right, that's 1,600 points for this round, and that will be the last round of the stream. But we're not done yet. We're not done yet. Don't click off just yet. I know it's a very generic YouTuber thing for me to say, but do not click off just yet. We still need the final reveal. How many points did I score? So let's total them up. We got 4,000 plus 2,370 plus 1,333 plus 1,269, or not 96, plus 6,000 plus 1,600. My total score for this stream across 5 rounds, no, 6 rounds actually, is 16,572 points, which is nearly 3 times the amount of points I needed in order for the sequel of the Roblox Dissecting War Crimes video to be the next video I make. So for those of you guys who are waiting for a dissection video, I'm very sorry. You're gonna have to wait a little longer for that, because as easy as the scripting war crimes video might seem to make, it actually requires a lot of brainstorming to make. So it might take a little longer for me to get that dissection video out. But I will do it. For those of you guys who subscribe for that, I'm not going to stop doing that. So that will do it for the stream. If you did enjoy, make sure you thumbs it up. Also subscribe if you haven't already to continue showing your support for independent Roblox game developers. Again, we are trying to revolutionize Roblox here by bringing attention to these games that desperately need it. And I'll see you guys all next time. Later.